My name is Aroge Temitope, Managing Director of Aroge Allied Agro Services Limited. 10 years ago, I was a medical doctor in a rural hospital. I had access to a patient who could not pay his hospital bills. On inquiry, I tried to find out what was responsible. I discovered he was actually a cassava farmer, but could not generate wealth from that cassava. It hit a certain part of my heart, and I took interest in agriculture for the first time in my life. From there, I was able to discover that the main issue for farmers is value addition to what they grow. And if the farmers cannot generate wealth, they cannot even pay their bills. So it was from this story that formed the fundamental basis for me to leave medicine to go into agribusiness. The focus of my business is on mechanization of farms to increase productivity per hectares, and also to add value by processing products, high value products of impact in the market. The company has grown over 6 years. We started in 2012 with 10 hectares of land. Today, we have upgraded to 200 hectares. We have a full-scale mechanization scheme we benefited from the federal government of Nigeria. And currently, we support our farmers that we have organized into cooperative groups. Right now, we have 20 of them, and our initial target is 100. Not only that, we started the processes of value addition, starting from processing cassava to gari, which is a staple here in Nigeria. And currently we have upgraded to the production of cassava chips for a particular strategic structured market that was occasioned by the current foreign exchange challenges in my country and the commodity market. A lot of our feed millers in Nigeria, the big five, including Flour Mills of Nigerian PLC, which is a tier 1 company in terms of market capitalization, are looking seriously for animal grade cassava chips to replace part of the corn they use to produce poultry feed. We succeeded in being the pioneer company to commence the production of this animal feed, of this cassava chip for animal feed. The total market created as at the moment is 90,000 metric tons per year, and we have been able to secure a supply contract of 1,000 metric tons, leading to about $263,000 for the supply contract. As I speak, we are currently producing the chips, and we hope to increase our market share over time. We are not stopping at that. The cassava market in Nigeria is worth more than $10 billion. Grading up from gari to the cassava chips, to the cassava flour, to cassava starch, to glucose from cassava, and to ethanol. Not only that, there are the service sector involved. Even the leaves from cassava is money. The cassava stem is money. As I speak to you, we have a contract for about $5,000 to supply cassava stems within the next 1 month. That tells you the extent of this market. So we are not stopping at cassava chips. And we hope that in 2 years, we'll be able to also grade up to cassava starch and be the Dangote of cassava in Africa. And not only that, we have made some impact in terms of raising capital, including raising capital debt finance from development finance institutions in Nigeria, including Bank of Industry. We've been able to secure $400,000 that is already placed on letter of credit to an equipment manufacturer for a 2-year plan to be able to produce cassava starch within the next 18 months. And we hope that by beginning of 2019, we should be hitting a revenue inflow of about $2 million. This is the kind of vision we have in this industry. And we hope it will be able to dovetail to other young farmers who will be encouraged with our mechanized approach to increasing productivity and locking all of them in an ecosystem where their market is guaranteed and they can build their own business. This is what we're doing. We believe in Africa and we believe in our future. Thank you. In 2012, we were able to raise an initial seed capital of about $10,000 from friends, family, and personal savings. But we adopted an approach to also leverage on government assets instead of looking for complete debt funding. What I mean by government asset is to leverage on government-owned farmlands to kickstart our activities instead of using our money to buy land on a long-term basis. Not only that, we also leverage on government-owned assets for factories on lease agreements to commence our production. But today we are comfortable enough to say, hey, we are not using government factories anymore. We can buy our own land. And today we have been able to amass total assets of $100,000 as we speak. And the asset acquisition is on a continuous basis because we purchase lands, we develop the lands, we also acquire machineries. These are some of the assets we're having in our kitty for us to continue to go forward.